Hi Leo, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for June 2018. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Leo Sun, Leo Ascendant, and Leo Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Leo, now onto your reading for June 2018. The first card you have here, Leo, is the Moon, which could be secrecy and deception in romance. It could be romance by itself, secrecy by itself. It could be your own psychic ability and intuition are kicking up. There could also be some kind of illusion going on around you at this time when the Moon is present. Some of you are feeling uncertain about a love relationship right now. It's like it's got you betwixt and befuddled. You're uncertain. If you're single and dating someone, I feel some of you wish that there was a proposal, engagement, or matrimony, or that you wish the relationship would take a more serious turn, and you may be kind of confused as to why this hasn't occurred at this time. That's for those of you that are dating someone or in a serious love relationship with someone, but it hasn't gone to the next level yet. You may be doing a lot of things differently in love relationships, but be careful, Leo, that you don't bite off more than you can chew in a love relationship. Don't overextend yourself. Don't promise things that you can't really deliver, or don't get involved or agree to things that you don't feel comfortable with in June. Some of you feel like you're tired of pleasing everybody and your ego feels quite battered and bruised. I feel like you don't want to feel this way, and some of you are actually fighting and battling against some kind of depression. I feel some of you Leos are a little bit annoyed by what people have said to you recently. I see you feeling annoyed. Feelings could be hurt, or you're having annoyances in June. You also may be feeling hurt about somebody that was going around behind your back and gossiping about you or saying negative things about you. This could be the same love relationship, but it could be something else. It could be a friendship or a family member or a coworker that you find out was doing that, because I do see your feelings being hurt for some of you. Now, keep in mind, Leo, these are general readings, and some of these predictions may happen a year from now, or could have to go back and listen to a year ago, because that does happen in private readings and in YouTube readings as well. But so for some of you, this could have already occurred. Some of you, it's happening right now. Some of you, it is yet to happen. It is a June reading, though, so for some of you, it will be in June. Some of you are trying to see your way clear out of something, out of the house, or out of a love relationship. Maybe you've been feeling trapped, like you're homebound, or you work from home and you feel stuck, or you're in a relationship or a living situation that you don't like, or you just haven't been getting out that much, because I get you thinking about focusing on and trying to work out how to get out of the house. You have to be careful that you don't let your suspicions run away with you or get out of hand or get out of control. I'm not saying you're not legitimately right. If you think somebody's deceiving you or doing something dishonest, some of you, it may be correct. But I feel like some of you, your suspicions are highly kicked up in June, and maybe you need to calm down if you don't have all the facts. Next card you have here is the Strength card, and this is accessing inner courage and inner strength, having strength and courage over adversity, spiritual power over the material world, taming the savage beast in someone or something. Could also be dealing with a Leo. I feel like you're doing a lot, giving things a lot of thought and mulling over a lot of decisions that you want to make and assessing what the consequences could be if you do this or you don't do it. If you make this change or make a particular decision, and what will the consequences be if you do it or don't do it. I feel like some of you really feel like you're tired of being on the front lines and like you need some kind of rest, recuperation, or, you know, wanting to step back from something. I feel like you've been lately leading the charge in some kind of fight or some battle. This could be in a worldly sense. It could be in a group endeavor sense. It could be in your own family. It could be in a love relationship, or it could be at work. You have to ask yourself, Leo, because this is a general reading, where are you doing this? Where are you leading the charge, and where is it exhausting you and you're tired of being on the front lines and fighting the fight? Only you can answer that. I see you wishing that something would end, something would cease. It could be a family battle. It could be contention at work. I just see you tired of something and being exhausted from it. You know, don't be surprised, Leo, if you don't have somebody that's needling you. Somebody around you is like needling you to make a decision or to try to force your hand or make you do something that you may not be completely ready to do. Don't be tricked by that, and don't fall prey to manipulation. Manipulation can be very subtle, Leo, and you're smart, you're very intelligent, and you can pick up on people's games pretty easily. But you may, if your heart gets in the way, or your emotions or your logic gets clouded by other things, planetary things going on, or other events, you may succumb to this needling and buckle under and force your hand, do something you're not ready to do. Guard yourself against that, because it comes up like that's one of the reasons you have to have strength and fortitude in June. You have somebody that's trying to get you to do something that you're not prepared to do, or you don't want to do, or you're not certain that you want to do it. You know, I see you in the middle of a situation where mistakes were made all around. And I see some of you are, like, a lot of people are apologizing. You could be in a circumstance, like I said, this could be work, or it could be home, or it could be a group endeavor or a club or organization you belong to, where there were a lot of people that said things they shouldn't have said, made mistakes they shouldn't have done. You may have been one of those people. So I get a lot of apologizing going on, but it's not just you doing it or one other person doing it. It may be a few people around you doing it. Now, here you have the Queen of Cups crowning your reading in the center. This could be you if you're a water sign, rising or moon sign, Leo, but this is generally a water sign, female or male. That would be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This feels to me very likely like someone you're trying to help. You're trying to help them, and this could be a son or daughter to you. And I feel like they're relying on you. It could even be a friend or a parent. I get they're relying on you to get them out of their problem or to see them out of their troubles. That could be by thinking you're going to give them money to help them out of the problem, or like make some contacts or phone calls that you have that you could, you know, networks that you have that, you know, networking people and like who you know that could get them out of the problems that they're having. I don't know. It's how it's going to be different for each Leo, how you're having to help this Queen of Cups. They're being secretive and they're not telling you everything that's going on. That's one thing. So you don't really know the whole story. You may suspect that already, Leo. I know you're very intelligent, so I'm sure you're on the ball, and you may suspect that, or your intuition, which is coming up here in the moon, you may already suspect that, but you don't know it for certain. But I'm confirming it here for many of you Leos that this Queen of Cups is not telling you everything and is keeping secrets from you. Not necessarily to hurt you. It may be keeping secrets for their own self-preservation, and they're afraid they're not going to get the help or assistance that they want or need from you by telling you the whole story. And there could be some shame or embarrassment or fear over what's really transpired, and that could also play into why they're not telling you the whole story. I do feel like you feel they're lying to you, because I do hear some Leos are saying, I'm hearing it out there into the universe, and you may say, I don't understand that. How do you hear it? I don't know. I can hear voices out there going, I want you to stop lying to me, this Queen of Cups. So I feel some of you Leos definitely suspect it already and feel like that this queen is lying to you. And maybe you know this because it's been proven to be true in the past also. You know, for some of you now, they may be seeking revenge. They could be seeking revenge on you, or they could be seeking revenge on someone else. Now, you may say, well, how does that apply to what you just said? Because these people cards mean multiple people. That could be the same person. It could be somebody else. That's the Queen of Cups, because lots of Leos hear this reading. So it may not be, could even be a different person in your life. These messages could be about two different people. One thing's for sure, this Queen of Cups is having a hard time with their emotions in June, and their emotions are up, down, and all around and all over the place. And in many cases, I feel some of you are actually watching them crumble into despair or depression. You're seeing it. You know how you can see a beautiful pink rose or whatever color rose you like, in full bloom, and it looks beautiful, and then as you can see it decay and wither and start to crumble. I feel like you're witnessing that with this queen. Now, ironically, you have the King of Cups here. This King of Cups could be the same person, the male side and the female side, or they could be two different people, and this could also, again, be you if your rising or moon sign is in water. This is a water sign, male or female, either being a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign, or they could just have the personality traits in June of the King of Cups. This King and Queen could be the same person. I feel like you are thrown about them. You don't know what to do with them. I also hear mind over matter, so I feel like you are on this phase of like, I have to put mind over matter in dealing with this king, or this king maybe needs to do mind to take that bit of wisdom and have mind over matter. This is somebody that's trying to control you or manipulate you. Again, it could be the same person as the Queen of Cups, or it could be somebody different. It's like, I feel like you don't want to listen to them, and they know it, but they feel like they're putting you in a position where you have to. So for some of you, this could be a spouse that's domineering and controlling. And even though you're a strong Leo, you may be succumbing to their, they may have a very strong will. Or this could be a boss or a father. Could be a female, but you already had Queen of Cups here. So yeah, this is the person that they talked about over here. And over here, I don't know if it's the Queen of Cups person, because I get they're trying to get on your nerves and they're trying to get under your skin. They are trying to manipulate you and they're trying to control you in some way in June. I feel the best method would be to call them on the mat about it. Put them on the spot. Don't, like, are you afraid of the fallout? I wouldn't be, but, you know, I'm not living your life. I just get, when my guides are telling me, that's the advice. If you ask me, well, what's the advice to deal with them? I get, call them on the mat about it. Call them out on what they're doing. I do feel they're trying to trick you, or they're trying to, and I hear if you do that to them, they are going to be scared of you and run the other way. So in other words, it's almost like a controlling bully, that if you call them on the mat and you call them out on it, they're going to run away the other direction, and they're going to end up becoming afraid of you. So you may say, bah, that doesn't make sense for the person I know that it is. Well, I don't know, but this is what's coming up here for you, Leo. So it's something for you to consider and think about in June. For some of you, this could be somebody that's got a funny, quirky side to the personality. It could be somebody different or the same person. They're a jokester and they may poke fun at other people. They could be quite a comedian. Again, that could be a different person, or it could be the same person that just has that funny trait and funny side. Doesn't mean funny people can't be manipulating and controlling. Honestly, So it is possible it's the same person, but it could be somebody else they're talking about. Here you have the death card as your outcome card. This could be an actual death of somebody happening in your family or someone you know. Could have already happened a year ago, could be happening a year from now, could be happening right now. Could also be transformation. Something in your life is transforming. Something is ending, so something new can begin. It could have nothing to do with death. It could be situational and life transformations. I feel some of you have felt like I have had it. I've had it with people putting me in a pickle or putting me in a situation I can't stand it. I want to get out of it and I'm leaving. So if it's a job that you find like there's a lot of stuff you don't like that's going on, or a family situation, or a living situation, or a group endeavor you're getting sick of, or a marriage or a love relationship that you feel like you're backed in a corner, you're in a pickle, you don't like what's going on, I feel you're going to leave it. It could even be a business. If you own your own business, maybe there's some aspect of the business or the business itself is taking up too much time, it's too taxing, and you feel like, you know what, or like your customers or your clients you're feeling like you're beating your head against the wall. You may decide to ditch it, go start another business or do something else. But whatever it is, I do feel part of this transformation is you getting out of there. That's the words my guides use for you with that. You may be on a program. You may write a book. You may write a book about people's harem scarum ideas. And it's like wacky. You might write a wacky book about weird stories and weird things you've heard throughout life. It could be about ghosts. It could be about psychic ability. It could have to do with just crazy stories that people come up with that have no basis in reality at all. It could be some harem scarum brained ideas that are actually ingenious that you do something with and you make a TV show out of them, a video on YouTube, a video that you put on another channel, or something else. So you could write about it, you could write a play, but you got sorry to give you a barrage of things there, Leo, but I'm getting like harem scarum ideas and how you're going to do something with them. It's all up to you what you do with them, Leo. And some of these are ingenious ideas. I'm not saying they're goofy, but some of them are like, if you're writing anything and you're compiling stories, like maybe you're a therapist and you're going to write a book about, wow, you wouldn't believe some of the stories my clients have had to deal with, or you do hypnosis or past life regression and you write a book about that. There has been books on that. You know, I don't know what you're doing here, but some like brilliant, brainy ideas are going to turn into something. You're going to do something with it. You may state your claim to some property or a tract of land that was owned by family, or you inherited, and maybe that it was meant to go to you, and there's warring factions within a family over a house or land or property or even personal property, and I see you staking your claim to it in June. So stand your ground about that. That might have been some of the nonsense that was going on with these two people, or if they're the same person, that one person. Could be a brother or sister to you that's trying to muscle you out of your inheritance, or, say, well, mom or dad didn't leave you that land. They said we were supposed to divide it, but it's written on a piece of paper that was signed or witnessed that you were supposed to get it. So stand up for yourself in June, Leo. I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you're interested, I am doing a mid-year Psychic Tarot update where I pull another 5 cards for the remainder of the year until we end 2018 over on my Vimeo on-demand channel, where I'm using the Cat Black Golden Tarot deck, and I will pull 5 cards for you for the second half of this year. And you can access those videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for those videos. You can also get these mid-year Psychic Tarot updates using 5 cards from the Cat Black Tarot deck by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu and go right to the first listing there. It should be the top listing, and you just click on your sign under that heading for those mid-year videos, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo for download and purchase. Also, if you're interested in getting my Uranus Changing Signs 4 cards psychic tarot reading, which will cover the 8-year period that Uranus will be in Taurus. I thought it was 7 years. I've heard astrologers say 7. I've heard them say 8. I counted it up. I believe it's 8 years. In this sign of Taurus, it's changing on May 15th and lasting until April of 2026. You can access those videos by clicking on the other link below this video in the Show More section, and you can get them, and they will be the second listing on my videos page on my Lucky Mermaid website, and you just click on your sign under that heading and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. So I hope you have a jubilant and joyous June, Leo, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace. Hey, and I just want to add a side note here that if you have not already purchased the yearly reading that I did, the 5-card psychic tarot reading for each sign of the zodiac for the entire year of 2018, that I posted back in January on Vimeo, you might want to check that out because there's still 6 months of predictions left on those videos.